What's up, Couyons? Ryan New, back here with another video. Today we're doing the new Riff Malted Barley, 6 years, 50% alcohol, 100 proof, and 100% barley. Fun fact, this is a bottle and bonded. I didn't know that till last night when I was making my notes here, which I'm going to have to rely on a good bit today, and I'll get into that in a minute. Oddly enough, it does say that it is bottle and bonded right here at the bottom with without chill filtration. Just never saw it, never read it. It does say it on the back, in which case that's where I realized that it was bottle and bonded. But that's a Couyons for you. It's a close up of the bottle. It's a pretty cool bottle. It's a malted rye. You don't see that too often. So my wife is a big rye fan, as am I. It's taken a little while to get to where I'm a real big rye fan. At first, when I got into ryes, I just kind of all thought they had like a dill pickle taste to them. But got a glass poured up here already, and pretty much ready to get into it. So we'll start with the nose, and cheers. Starting with the nose. Very floral. Get caramel. And there's a candy, to me, that kind of reminds me of the Sugar Daddy candy from way back when. Actually, I don't think they make them anymore. I'm not 100% sure, but real sweet caramel. You'll see me, I'm probably going back and forth to my notes on this. I wrote notes on this one last night, and I struggled with it for a while because a lot of the things in it don't really pop out at first. I had a nose for a good long time. Same thing with a palate. You know, trying to figure out a lot of new notes to it. It's very complex, but at first it seems very simple. But yeah, caramel, candy, Sugar Daddy. Another one that seemed very predominant to me was sea salt. There is a grassy note, but it's not very potent. It's very light. It's not spicy or harsh. Like I said, at first it seems kind of simple, but man, there's a lot of things going on in there. The sea salt really takes over after a while. You kind of lose the caramel, but the sea salt kind of builds into the grassy note. Oh, all right, nice legs on it too. And I like these new Riff bottles, man. I have not come across one that I don't like yet. They're all seem to be fantastic, and this might be my favorite I've had so far. All right, palate. So, sweet with a minty bite kind of up front. So that alcohol really kind of hits in pretty strong right there at front. But you get sweetness right on the very front of it, and then it kind of bites. Then you get that grassy rye with like a sweet, kind of like caramelized green apple. You know, like the little fair apples. And then you get some, finishes with some oak. Not very hard, very, very light, very subtle oak. Nice, smooth, very enjoyable oak. There's a little bit of alcohol burn on the end. Finish, mid to short. It don't carry on for a very, very long time. But for what it is, drinkable. It's very adequate. And that's the first thing that I think comes off about this whiskey is when you try it, it is very drinkable. It has a lot of complexity to it, but if you're not thinking about the complexity, whatever, it just kind of, I don't know, blends into it. It's not really as noticeable if you're not thinking about it. You just want to drink it. I think you could give this to almost anybody, and it would be a fairly drinkable rye or whiskey for almost anyone. But if you want to get into the complexities of this whiskey, it's there. It just takes a little bit of time and drinking it. And almost every sip that you have with it, you'll get some notes, and then sometimes you won't get some notes, and then sometimes you get some notes. It kind of goes back and forth. I think I drank about 3 glasses of this last night trying to get all my notes down on it. But man, talk about a whiskey. This is awesome. This is brilliant. You really kind of get that maltiness out of it. It really kind of rounds out the rye so it's not so aggressive. A lot of times you have these ryes that are really aggressive. But Couyons score, man, if you haven't figured it out yet, I like this bottle. I like the fact that it's bottle and bonded, 100 proof. Man, that's a great proof for any bourbon, any whiskey, rye, whatever to come in at. So bottle and bonded, that's an extra plus. Availability, I know it's available more places, you know, not necessarily around here, but you know, it's fairly available. Randy says he can get it fairly easy in Arkansas. I saw it down here for the first time and I had to pick it up. So, price wise, I think I paid $60 for this. So it's right around that, I would say, quality, you know, bourbon rye price, where you're going to get a lot of really good bourbons that are not necessarily breaking the bank, but, you know, are really some of your upper top shelf products. So I think it hits value category, availability. Like I said, it's more available for some people than others, but I think they're getting around. Score-wise, man, I'm going 8. I like it. This is, I would say for me, it's probably my go-to rye. My wife, she likes it, but she don't like it as much as I do. She gave it roughly about a 7. She likes some of the other ones more. Like she's a huge fan of the Old Forester rye. That one's a little bit more potent, I think, with the rye spices. But this, man, this is up my alley. I like this. I think this is my favorite rye, honestly. I've had some Midnight Winter's Dram before. I'd take this over that. Angel's Envy Rye, which is great. I would say that's almost a different category because, you know, this rum cast finish, and it, you know, has a lot of different things going on there. I'd still take this. So that being said, you know, new Riff Malted Rye 6-year bottle and bonded. Check it out, guys. It's definitely worth a pickup. But like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all on the next video. Later.